Sports Plus Life. Post game show. We're back. Everybody wanna get in the game. Big skin, 100-yard touchdown, still throwing that flame. It's the most special time of the year. Get the chips and the dip with a buzz, and you're hearing them cheers. It's your boy Bravon repping Mile High Magic. With Sean and Keith, hit it with the Philadelphia Savage. Eagles and they doing their thing. Battle back, picture that full attack when defending that ring. And we still got that title drive. Hey, Boogie going hard in the paint for that 305. Debate and conversate, all worth it. All to the good when the Cowboys lose. You know it's perfect. From week 1 all the way to the Super Bowl. Buckle up, Sports Plus Life post game show. Week 1 all the way to the Super Bowl. Buckle up, Sports Plus Life post game show. Get it? Sports Plus Life. Sports Plus Life. Sports Plus Life. Post game show. Sports Plus Life. Sports Plus Life. Sports Plus Life. Post game show.
And now it's time for the show to start. Enjoy yourself. We here. It's the post game show.
Ooh, boy. Yo. What's up? What is really good? Boy. It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns. Host of that Sports Plus Life post game show. Boy. Boy, this has been a what did hey gorgeous, how you doing? You're beautiful. How you doing? Glad to see you. Wonderful to see you. You know, this has been a wonderful weekend, boy. I tell you. This is what up, Lomont? Boy, I ain't even got time for them histrionics, boy. This has been a wonderful weekend, boy. This has been a fantabulous weekend. I don't even know what that means. And boy, look. You know, this has been a beautiful weekend, you know. Daughter's game, you know, unfortunately, it was the last game of the season. You know, unfortunately, it was because it was playoffs and you know, we got eliminated. But, you know, she was just so happy and still so joyful to be a part of the cheerleading community. She just absolutely loved it. And then after that, you know, when we got home, I was going to go to the Y. I was going to go to the Y and I was going to, you know, exercise and stuff like that, which is all good, you know, because I like to go to the gym twice a week. Now, the kids wanted to go to this trunk or treat. They wanted to go to this trunk or treat at this church that's across the street from the apartment complex. And they do things all the time. It's a really nice church. It's a nice church. It's a small church, but it's nice. And they're very cool. They have some absolutely outstanding, wonderful, really cool people. And I was like, but you know, we did the trunk or treat the night before when I DJ'd at London's party, when I DJ'd at London's cheerleader party. So I was like, London, you just went trunk or treating yesterday. Come on now. Come on, baby. What's up, Leisha? What's up, baby girl? I was like, London, you just went trunk or treating the other day. You know, you just went trunk or treating the other day. And you just went trunk or treating yesterday. So, you know, they changed their clothes. I said, all right, we're going to go over here to, you know, to the trunk or treat for a few minutes, just because, you know, you just go ahead, you know, go ahead. Now this person right here who just said, not you invited me to you. I'm inviting you to the live. I didn't invite you. Only reason why I didn't send you a link is because this person who just sent me a message, he is from the church that we went to yesterday for the trunk or treat. He is the pastor's son. His dad is a man of God and a wonderful human being. He's a wonderful human being, but he is a Dallas Cowboys fan. And I have a very foul mouth when I'm on live. So, and I mean no disrespect. I'm prepping you, right? And I'm giving you a disclaimer right now. I have a very, very foul mouth. And it's comments like this, y'all got lucky. That comment right there, y'all got lucky, will draw a lot of playful cuss words from me. Because what I just saw wasn't luck. Well, we in 2 minutes. Y'all got y'all ass whipped. Whipped. I haven't gotten there yet. Let me get there first. But again, it was a pleasure to meet everybody. And like I said, we've gone to a couple of their functions before. Roman had such a good time. He had such a sourpuss face when we first got over there. And the gentleman who is this live going to be saved? Yes, sir, this is going to be saved. And just for the record, I'm saved too. But the Lord know me. The Lord know me. The Lord knows. He knows what can come out of this thing right here. He knows. He knows. He probably sitting there watching, saying, "I've been waiting to see this. I guarantee that. I've been waiting to see this because he just been sitting." Because I was quiet all weekend, but let me get there. So of course, it was the Reverend son, Mr. Jeremiah, who started throwing the football with Roman. And Roman just came out of his I want to be in front of a screen all day shell and had a great time. Kids had a great time. And then I carved the pumpkin, for the kids. Just made pumpkin seeds today. And while I was doing that, I was watching the verses. I was watching the No Limit versus Cash Money versus Cash Money verses. And if you guys watched me last night, I did a reaction video. The verses was lit. It was great. No Limit won. It was a celebration of music. I rock with all the music, but when it comes to stage presence, unity, camaraderie, organization, preparation, No Limit, it wasn't even close. Then we got to today. And, I'm all about this right here. You heard me? I'm all about this right here. You heard me? And mind you, I don't need nobody to come on here to show with me today. Oh, I can hold this fort down all day today. What happened? What happened to the 6 sacks, though? When you wave the white flag, no, the Ravens, stop trying to bait me. Stop trying to bait me. I am going to get there when I need to get there. Okay. Now, when we got to the 425 football game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos, mind you, I was humble all this week when it came to this game because I'm a realistic Bronco fan, and I said that if we start off this game the way we started off last week's game, we will not win. I said, I believe that we have to come out aggressive, put foot to the metal, and boot to ass right from the start. And outside of one bad throw by Beaufort Nix, that's exactly what we did. And in an NFL where you have just amazing comebacks, hell, we did it last week. Where there are amazing comebacks. The game now is never over. The Dallas Cowboys waved the white flag. They didn't want no more of this hot fire. They didn't want no more. And I see the excuses. Our defense was terrible. I told you that yesterday. Your defense been terrible. Our defense was terrible. We was missing a few pieces. Your few pieces could have been there. Let me just get it. Your few pieces could have been there. They're a bad team, period. They have a great offense. Not today. But they are a bad team. Your number one offense got the shit kicked out of it today by my number one defense. Okay, let me bring it back. Boy, because this has been such an amazing weekend, and I'm gonna act an ass on here. But what we got to do first is what we usually do. Man, one winning season and y'all losing, bro. We was in the playoffs last year, bro. Come on now. Don't write checks that you can't cash now. Don't write checks that you can't cash now. Okay? And look, you're right. We haven't won since Demaryius Thomas was there. But y'all haven't won since Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin was there. And how long ago was that? 30 years? 30 years? 30 years? You gonna kick 30 years? I'm not speaking matter of opinion, my boy. I'm speaking facts. Even Jim Nantz said it. Oh, no, I ain't gonna shush my ass in the name of the Lord. Okay?
All right. Even the commentator said it. The Dallas, the last time the Dallas Cowboys beat the Denver Broncos? 1995. We can talk about Denver, and we can talk about how we whoop that ass. How she say it on Medea? Whoop that ass. Woo, boy. Let's go ahead and get to the highlights. Let's get to the highlights of the day. Let's get to the highlights of the day. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know how we do it. What the Eagles gonna do? 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 Uh-oh. That's what they've been waiting for. Yee-hee-hee. The champs is here. The champs is here. You know he loved doing that shit against the Giants, boy. Yeah, he gonna show off and show out. He wanna whoop their ass the way No Limit whipped Cash Money last night. Did that nigga get touched? He didn't get touched. Untouched.
And then Newman can't get him on the ground. The safety shot, that's why they call him safety. You're the last line.
Is YouTube still doing that? Yeah, YouTube still doing that. YouTube still doing that. That's all good because that ain't stopping nothing. All right, let's go to the next highlight. Okay, where we at here? Oh, got him. No, that's not it. I don't know why YouTube started doing this to me. Well, it used to be Jackson Dortford. Oh, Scatterbo. He's saying shush. All jokes aside, no, honestly, all jokes aside, prayers go out. Yes, I saw the Cam injury. Prayers go out to Cam Scatterbo because that was an ugly injury. All jokes aside. When he got tackled later on, I think it was like a couple of drives later in that game, his foot was looked like the shape of a capital L. It was definitely something that you don't wish that on anybody. Prayers to you, young rookie. But you'll be back. But that was ugly to see. Sean, I know you got your mic. Your microphone is not on, brother. Your microphone is not on. If you want to unmute your mic. But yeah, definitely before we continue, prayers go out to Cam Scatterbo. Go ahead, recover fast, young man. You'll be back. What up, boy? What up, my boy?
What's good?
Hey, you know everything good right now, boy. You know everything good.
Hey, yeah, man. You never want to see nobody get injured like that. That was pretty tough with Cam. You know what I'm saying? But fuck them niggas. Beat their ass. Talking all that shit. Pussy bitches. Nah. Yeah, I don't wish injury to nobody, but they got that belt to ass like they deserved it.
Boy, there was a team that resides in Dallas, Texas that got that belt to ass too, boy.
Mm-hmm. Now all I need is for Kansas City to belt the ass these Commandos and we be good.
Well, I'm gonna be rooting for the Commanders, but I picked Kansas City. They're gonna beat. You gonna get your wish. They're gonna beat the shit out of Washington.
We'll see. Today's game's been a little spooky. Ooh.
No, you know what I noticed today? When it was the witching hour, it wasn't no crazy. It was one game that turned crazy, and we'll get into that in a minute, as you will see in the highlight montage. That's right, Halloween week, boy. All right, let's go. Next up.
Corner Drake May and company.
Joe Flacco.
Touchdown from Joe Flacco.
Look at old Joe Flacco. Old Flacco doing his stuff easy.
44-yard home run pass. How about this?
T. Higgins, boy. T. Higgins and Chase. That's something treacherous.
About 10 yards down the field, right there.
Got him enough. Grabbing him didn't make a difference. T. Higgins and Chase is something treacherous. They way better than that combination of CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Ooh, dang. Welcome back to the offense. Welcome back to the offense, Mr. Borkley. He like wearing them uniforms. Every time he wear those jerseys, that nigga show out. Yeah, Saquon. Every time they wear those throwback greens, Saquon show out. Now, maybe why did he take himself? Why was he out the game later on?
He well, one thing, he pulled a groin muscle. He had a groin injury.
Oh, okay.
On one of the runs, he pulled up and had like a little tightness in his groin and shit like that. They said they was going to see if they could put him back in there, but we was up by so much they just let Tank Bigsby run for the rest of the game.
Tank Bigsby had a good game too.
Yeah, he did. He had 104 yards himself.
Yeah, because I honestly, at the beginning of the game, I said Saquon about to go for 200 today.
Yeah.
But okay, and y'all got y'all bye week next week, right?
Yeah, perfect, because we got a lot of injuries and a lot of people nursing it, and we get a lot of people back after the bye week too.
Yeah,
so
perfect time.
that's perfect timing.
Perfect time.
And right into the trade deadline, so we'll see what's popping. Enough to just sit down and see what's popping. A lot of teams won today that I needed to lose so we could really take their people, but whatever. I be hunting like Howie be hunting.
Oh, look at old Joe Flacco. Uh-oh, look out. He in there. Oh, look at old Joe Flacco. Oh, boy.
Explosion for Joe Flacco and Chase.
Boy, another former team he used to play for. Oh, boy.
On the Jets this year, but 24 if they can put the extra point through in the first half for Flacco and the Bengals. You've got a first and goal here. We'll try and show you how the Bills
he in there.
First and goal.
Oh, Buffalo don't mind a tush push.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, he in, nigga. Yeah, the Buffalo is the second best at the brotherly shove. Now, this was funny. This was hilarious. I wish Aaron wasn't out of town, though. This is the most Atlanta Falcons shit ever. Nice. Hey, this is the most Atlanta Falcons shit ever, bro. I have got to stop picking the Atlanta Falcons to win shit.
Yeah, I thought they were going to win this too, nigga.
They got a Nintendo 64 helmet. Real talk, bro. I am done picking the Falcons to win, bro.
Yeah, they fucked me. I got fucked a lot this week with a lot of picks. I might be Macaroni Tony. I feel like.
I don't know. You know what? A lot of people. This wasn't a great day. I have to do the count. But yeah, that's what the fuck you get for picking Dallas, nigga. That's what the fuck.
No. See, I picked Dallas to jinx them. I promise you, I did. Okay. I picked Dallas because if they were to win, I would at least have a win on there that'll make me feel better because they won. But because they lost, I'm cool with taking the L, and Dallas lost, and it makes me feel good on the inside still.
Okay,
you know
I can buy that because I do the same thing with Denver. Okay.
So I usually don't do that because I'm trying to actually win this year, but I really wanted to jinx them. I needed them to catch this L today. You know what I mean?
Oh boy, did they catch an L? Woo! Did they catch an L? Boy, they call it L boogie. All right, let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Yeah, Buffalo handling business like they're supposed to. No Bryce Young. Oh, he got Jets. He out. Yeah, he out. He got them Jets. Yep, you ain't catching him. Nah, no way. Shakir can fly. Shakir can fly. Okay, let's see. This is where we at. Boy, somebody getting fired. Somebody getting fired in Atlanta tomorrow.
And I hope they give up Kyle Pitts. I mean, never mind. I ain't kidding.
Exactly. What the hell is going on? Niggas getting fired tomorrow in Atlanta. You see that score? The Dolphins, nigga. And the Dolphins suck balls this year. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be somebody got some explaining to do. And let's see. Here we go.
Down for it, making the catch.
Oh, we got Drake May. Boy, New England on their way, boy. New England on their way. New England is on their fucking way, bro. Look out. Look out. The Patriots are back. Didn't take them long neither. They got the quarterback. They got the right coach, even though I wish it had worked out for my man Gerard Mayo. But they got Josh McDaniels back. The Patriots are on their fucking way. They back. They back. And that motherfucker threw a pretty deep ball. Hey, man, Patriots, I can say this. The Patriots and the Broncos are what I thought they were. I will get into that in a minute. A close game, so let's see what happens when the witching hour starts. Well, this is crazy. Whoop. Boy, I'm telling you, niggas is getting fired from Atlanta for this shit, bro. Niggas is getting fired. Get ready to prep your resume. And I hope Raheem, and I don't want to say that about Raheem Morris, but this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Miami sucks balls this year. I'm talking about they suck Major League Testy Cleaves this year. I mean, damn.
Testy Cleaves, nigga. Testy Cleaves,
man. You said it yourself last week that after what Tua did, turn on them, but I couldn't tell today.
Nah, not today. They looked like they had a good goddamn team powwow, and they said we're gonna beat the shit out the Falcons.
You know what? They watched the verses last night. They said, "You see how No Limit is unified? We need to be like them."
Yeah, nigga. Fuck that shit.
Oh, got him wide open. And I think the champs are all right, man. I think the champs are okay. Everybody want to go on a DEFCON 5 out this bitch. I think the Eagles are going to be just fine.
Let's go double box here.
I think the Eagles are going to be just fine. Hey, A.J. Brown better be careful. A.J. Brown, they like, hey, nigga, look, you see how we look without you, nigga?
You know, niggas.
The Ravens got to win.
Do that.
Yeah, the Ravens need this. Bird Gang highlights. What you say, Sean?
I said, Don laughed. I said, don't do that.
Yeah, you know there's a hint of truth to
I'm
that
gonna tell you. I'm gonna let you do your highlights, but we can talk about that.
Okay, we're gonna talk about it. This has been a fun game to watch. This has been a fun game to watch. Look at Brees. He in there. This has been a fun game. You know what? Shout out to Justin Fields because he has not played well at all. And the owner came out and kind of shit on him, which I'm not even mad at the owner because I'm paying you to be a competent quarterback. But shout out to Justin Fields. He's had a lot of mental toughness because he's balled out today. He's played great today. Even win, lose, or draw. And this has been a fun game. Inbounds. Yup. That's good footwork right there. Jets, 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 Jets. When you're a Jet all the way.
Yeah.
Where you at, Jalen? Who you got? What's that? Oh, Dotson. He mossed that nigga.
Oh, yeah, he mossed. Oh,
yeah. Well, I tell you what, A.J. Brown, he on that sideline. You better just go ahead and be quiet, bro. Because you see what they doing without you, my boy. You top 5 receiver, and you ain't number 5. The Eagles got weapons now. That's why I said the champs are fine. Johnson just took that bitch. Give me that. He mossed that nigga. Woo. No push off, no nothing. He just mossed that nigga. He said, give me that.
Again, at what point is when you...
Hey, man. They had their offensive explosion today without my boy on the field. That's all I'm saying. Well, we'll get to it. Flacco just went to the locker room. Oh, that's the pass. That's the pass. Oh, they ain't gonna do it. Can the Jets do it? Breece Hall with the HB option.
That's why you go for 2 points when you're down by 14 late in the
Can the Jets do it?
on National Tight Ends Day. Mason Taylor.
Aaron Glenn, come on. I mean, yeah, pump fake.
You run a halfback pass, and it's a double team.
And he mossed the nigga. I mean, hey, you know, it is what it is. Next. Can the Jets do it? Oh! The Jets will not go winless.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Justin Fields.
I'm glad. I'm happy.
Shout out Aaron Glenn. The Jets are going to win a game. Congratulations, Coach. You can tell they love playing for him.
Yeah, when you see the players react like that for the coach, you can tell that they fuck with him. They fuck with him. Now, here we go.
I'm pretty sure they fuck with him.
The defense gets.
All right, Bo, no more picks, goddammit. No more picks, goddammit. Okay, I like it. Okay. Uh-oh. He out. Peace out. Bye, nigga. Yeah. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Kick the shit out of these sorry sacks of dog shit. I'm sorry.
Pulls the left tackle. Open up that side for him, Tony.
Yeah, I want you to watch. We're
Kids
going to
walk in
replace.
the room.
It's called a pin pull. You block down. Garrett Bowles gets on the edge. Perfect execution. This is what I thought Denver would do. Took a little bit before they started, but this is where you can get this Cowboys defense.
Oh, yeah.
Big guys, right? Alvin Kamara, give him the ball.
Second down and 1.
Oh, shit. Wow.
For a touchdown by Anthony Nelson. But there's a flag. There's a flag out at the 12-yard line. And it's against the Saints.
That's crazy.
That was a hell of a play.
What a play by Nelson. He's been huge here in the first half. I mean, give the first half game ball to Anthony Nelson. He's matching the arm with the throw.
Then he trucked that nigga.
I don't know.
He trucked that nigga.
I didn't think he was
Like-
or taller to make that play, but he didn't even have to jump that high. He just batted it to him.
Okay. Next.
Oh, no, he didn't. No, they didn't say 6'7". Hold up. Yeah, they did. They actually did. That's nuts. Keep the foot on the gas. You got to keep the foot on the gas. What the hell happened to the sound? I don't care. Bo. Uh-huh. Beaufort. Let's go, Bo. Let's go, Bo. Foot on the gas, foot in their ass.
Taking advantage of that completed Dallas secondary for the 25-yard touchdown pass.
Oh, they suck. They suck anyway.
And you just get another little bit of a busted coverage.
Man, if Trayvon Diggs was on the field, we may have put up 50.
Yeah, that nigga Donald blows some coverage.
3 straight plays of at least 10 yards for the Colts.
Eat Achilles, Ringo.
Could be the final play of the quarter. Right, but Taylor again.
Boy, there's a problem. Boy, he's a problem.
Hey, Jonathan Taylor. Boy,
Jonathan Taylor trying to make an MVP case.
Nigga, Daniel Jones trying to make an MVP.
yeah, I mean, he is, but Jonathan Taylor had 3 of them things today.
Yeah.
3 straight.
Daniel Jones, man. Daniel Jones. I know the Giants got their quarterback, but I mean, there's some Giants fans out there that's got to be like, are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Man, well, the Giants ain't got no line,
For the
bro.
Dallas Cowboys.
This is true.
Comes to one and Chaz. Right there on the
All right.
flat.
Uh-oh.
First down, and the ball came loose.
Uh-oh.
Taken back by Winfield.
Both of Tampa's touchdowns on defense.
And Winfield takes it all the way into the end
They
zone.
must have heard me saying that defense, that basic defense ain't that good. I'm sorry.
Earlier. Now the officials will get together.
play was not long dead.
I mean, it is New Orleans.
Glover huddling up.
Yeah, but to New Orleans' credit, I know they don't have a good record, but they've been feisty in every game, and this is the last one.
It is New Orleans.
Yeah, I didn't have to I didn't need to put all 44 points that we dropped on them. This is the last one.
Oh no, he didn't. No, they didn't say 6-7.
Still don't know what it means.
I don't know what it means neither.
Let me know. I'm old.
Guess I'm old
It
too.
doesn't mean anything.
I know it does.
Down the field. End zone pass.
Ah!
That's Bryant, the rookie.
Pat-a-tat-tat.
NFL's touchdown. And it's a memorable one if it holds up.
Number 97 defense.
Yes, sir.
He's open to play.
Bro, it got so bad. It was a touchdown that we scored after that. And right before we scored, right before the play started, Tony Romo said this. Tony Romo said, "It's so much space over there." Ugh. And 5 seconds later, we had a touchdown. I'm like, you knew it. But that's the highlight montage. Let's go ahead and break these games down because this was just a beautiful weekend. This was a beautiful weekend. This has been such an enjoyable weekend. It really has been. I mean, the weather was beautiful. I met some wonderful people at the trunk or treat that we went to yesterday at the church across the street from where I live at. The verses. I felt vindicated from the verses. But yeah, let's get into these games. First game, because there was no overseas 9:30 game today. In Atlanta, yeah. I said niggas getting fired after this. The Dolphins beat the Falcons 34-10. The Dolphins, who have been an absolute shit show the entire season, beat the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. And every time you start to have a little faith in Atlanta, this is what they do. I know Michael Penix didn't play, but ain't Kirk Cousins a starting quarterback? I understand that Drake May didn't play. Miami's secondary is one of the worst in the league. And the Dolphins look like that old track team out there. Tua had about 3 touchdown passes. Waddle had a great game. Achane had a great game. I mean, it was wonderful. What's your thoughts on Miami and the
Man, that was a tough game for Atlanta. I never thought that. I mean, I can't say that because Carolina put the boots to ass to them niggas too.
They did.
But nobody expected the Dolphins and their disarray that they were having over there in Miami to put 34-10 on their asses. Tough. That nigga Kirk Cousins had a 35.6 QBR. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, that it's tough, dog. They had Drake May, but I mean, you got Bijan back there to at least do something for you. He only got 25 yards. Like, so I mean, what the fuck is that? Like, I didn't expect that at all. So I don't know if people getting fired. I mean, they 3-4. You think somebody gonna lose their job after that?
Bruh.
They did lose to the 2-6 Miami Dolphins, but it's any given Sunday, though.
1-6 at the beginning of the day. That's the thing about it. They was 1-6 at the beginning. They only 2-6.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. How do you beat Buffalo on Monday Night Football? Buffalo. And you see what Buffalo did today. How do you beat Buffalo? And then you lose to the 49ers. And I understand the 49ers are coach right, tough culture, but half the 49ers is hurt. They ain't even the 49ers. They like the 38ers because they ain't got nobody. You lose to them. Then you come home and you got the Dolphins. This is supposed to be a get-right game, and instead you get your ass handed to you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And that's why I say it's the most Atlanta Falcons shit ever. It really is.
We'll see.
We'll see. Next game in Cincinnati. This was the own look. You know, Sean, you really opened my eyes because you was right when you said you believe Vegas was having a say in things because and I just started paying attention. Every time they say it's the witching hour when wins become losses and losses become wins, and then all of a sudden these games that be blowouts magically become close. Instead, it's the game that really nobody give a fuck about, the Bengals and the Jets, unless you're a Bengals fan because you still have an outside chance in that division. The Bengals was up 14 points in the fourth quarter. And the New York Jets, think about this, bro. Justin Fields got shitted on. Justin Fields got shitted on, and then everybody was saying play Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor ends up getting hurt, so you have to play Justin Fields. Justin Fields balls out, leading to a comeback victory for the Jets' first win of the season, 39-38 over the Cincinnati Bengals. What's your thoughts?
Them niggas put up 23 points in the fourth quarter on their ass to come back on that. That's a not giving up kind of thing. I don't know what you do after that when you already 0-7, and your ass
7, yeah.
Yeah, you're 0-7, and you're already looking at another L that you're about to take. For them to kind of fight back and do it for their coach, like you said, it goes to show that they kind of cared about their coach and things of that nature. But I mean, I'm happy that he had a good game. Justin Fields was getting shitted on for, like I said, for a long time. I mean, he deservingly so.
Deserved it, real talk.
You know what I mean? Deservingly so. But them boys got to win. Nice to see them in the win column. I know they're happy to be in the win column, but as far as for Cincinnati, damn, you would think like Joe Flacco, you come off that game where you just had a doozy of a game and you would be able to handle the Jets. But
they put up 38 points.
Yeah, I mean, but it's their defense on the Bengals is still need a lot of work, bro. Still need a lot of work. So
Hendrickson didn't finish the game,
So, hey, I didn't expect that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely expected Cincinnati to handle their business and the Jets would roll over, but they didn't.
Shout out to Keith. He's the only person who picked the Jets. When he called me earlier before the game started and said the Jets, I said, well, you keep picking the Jets. Eventually, one of these days, you're going to be right. And today
is that day.
Today was that day. Shout out to the Jets organization. Earlier this morning when I woke up, found out that Nick Mango, their former All-Pro lineman, passed away, unfortunately, at the age of 41. And maybe that had something to do with it, too. You lose a legendary Jet, spent his entire career there. And the Jets, they get off the schneid. When you are that team playing, when you get to about the midway point and a team that doesn't win comes into your building, as the other team playing them, you just want to make sure that you ain't that team that motherfucker lose to them. Well, Bengals, you were that team.
You are definitely that team.
You are that team. Next game in New England. This is bro. You know what happened with them arrests for that gambling shit.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, it's just so ironic that today was a bunch of blowouts. Today in NFL, it was a bunch of blowouts. None of the late games were close, bro. None of the late games were close. The Jets and the Bengals was the only close game. That's it.
Yeah, because they had to say, look, we can't be fixing them today. They looking at niggas. We got to let them niggas play how they play.
Exactly. Yup. And what did I say a week ago? I said, remember back in the day when a 5-1 or a 6-1 team would play a 1-6 or 1-7 team, and they would just beat the shit out of them? They would just beat their ass. Well, we got a throwback day today. Because there was some ass whoopings dished out, and one of them happened. Huh?
I'm laughing at you. I was saying,
yeah. When one of them ass whoopings was in Foxborough, Massachusetts, the New England Patriots. Again, Broncos, Patriots. When they both had their kind of eye-popping victories in the same week, Denver and Philadelphia, New England and Buffalo. I looked at their next 3 games. I said, if they are going to where they want to go, their next 3 games, they should win. The New England Patriots did that today. They improved to 6-2, stomping the Cleveland Browns. Man, look, bro. They beat the Browns 32-13. But shout out to Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett had 5 sacks today. And when he went off of the field, he just spiked his helmet hard as a bitch. 5 sacks. And your team somehow got their ass whipped. Drake May had a great day, couple of touchdown passes. New England 6-2. How do you feeling?
I don't want to hear that shit about him spiking his helmet because that bitch ass nigga had a chance to leave and he took that money and stepped right back in there. You knew what the fuck you was getting into when you signed that contract. So do what you do. You wasting all your talent in there for the money. So don't be upset when you already seen the fucking product, nigga. You in the building, nigga. I don't want to hear that. New England, like I said, They are who we thought they were. To be honest with you, like they said, they did what they did in this offseason. Put pieces around him, put pieces on that defense, and they're looking like they're coming together. They got the coach. And quietly, I ain't gonna say quietly, but ain't nobody really talking about them. They sitting at 6-2, handling business. So I mean, we'll see what's going on in that division too. They got to grab the clash with Buffalo again. And man, that's gonna be interesting to see. Nobody's really talking about them, but they quietly whooping ass too.
Whooping ass. Everybody is starting to believe in the Patriots except Aaron. Aaron does not want to get it. It's so funny, bro. Aaron don't want to give him no credit whatsoever. I understand because you're a Dolphins fan. I get it. You hate the Patriots. I can understand it. I get it. It's like me with Kansas City. Fuck them niggas. But you know,
I mean, maybe they'll trade Myles Garrett to us. He already in the contract now, nigga.
Who you giving up for Myles Garrett?
Who we giving up?
Yeah.
I mean, depends on who they want.
Okay.
They ain't getting none of my corners. When I say none of my corners, is Quinyon and yeah, you ain't getting Quinyon, you ain't getting DeJean, and you ain't getting Carter. You can have anybody else on that defense.
Really?
Real talk. Who else on that defense I want to keep?
You want Bond? Zach Bond? You would get rid of him?
They're not going to ask for Zach Bond for Myles Garrett. You know what I mean? But if they did, bye, nigga.
Well, if that was a straight up trade, yeah, of course. But
why wouldn't I? I still got Jeremiah Trotter, who still plays good. He just can't. He's just buying good linebackers. I still got Jahai Campbell. I still got Nakobe Dean.
Okay, but you know, if they traded Myles Garrett, whoever would trade for him, they got to give up a haul.
Oh, you got to give up a haul, you know. But I mean, we still got young pass rushers. I got Jalen Hunt. I got Nolan Smith. Who you want? Who you want, nigga? Who you want besides Jalen Carter? Who you want?
Okay, all right. Well, the next ass whooping, because again, today was full of ass whoopings. We go to Philadelphia. I think the defending champions are fine. They got their revenge game on the New York Football Giants, 38-20. Now I will say this, and Sean, I'm just being 100 with you. A couple of calls in that game was questionable. I don't think this would have delayed the outcome, but that tush push, I believe that was a fumble. And that offensive pass interference on Slayton, I would have called penalties on both because there was hand fighting. Because when he pushed off on Quinyon still had his wrist. I would have called it a double penalty and just replayed it down. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't believe that would affect the outcome, not one bit. This was the Eagles. The Eagles finally they had an offensive explosion without AJ Brown and with Saquon Barkley having to leave early for what Sean said. He re-aggravated a groin injury. So I believe the champs are fine. They're going in their bye week at 6-2 and then sitting pretty in the NFC East. You're the Eagle fan. The floor is yours.
Absolutely. That should have been a fumble by Jalen. I mean, I got eyes. I'm not delusional, nigga. That should have been a fumble. That it's a couple of calls on there that I saw that they were giving to us that I was like, nigga, they kind of like they cheating for us. Right. So I'm not one of those delusional fans that be like, oh no. It was some calls on there that definitely went our way, but I don't give a fuck, nigga. They went our way, so you know whatever. I mean, we got some calls that didn't go our way, you know, this year, so whatever, nigga. But they played excellent football. I mean, I ain't gonna say excellent football, but they played good. They played good football. I'm still skeptical about Kevin Petula and that offense. The offensive line played good to get them some running game. I said this myself. I said I don't want AJ to not be on the field, but to be injured and not on the field. But I kind of wanted to see Jalen without having the pressure of people talking about that they have to throw it to AJ, that he has to throw it to AJ. I wanted him to be able to just be free and be like, I'm going to throw it to whoever the fuck I feel like I want to throw it to. Not to say that he doesn't do that when AJ's on the field, but I just feel like when it comes to Jalen that he tries to force a lot of things to AJ, even though that is AJ motherfucking Brown. But I wanted him to be able to get it to his other targets because a lot of the times when he throws it to AJ, other people be running wide the fuck open and he could just give him the ball. So he got it around. He got his 4 touchdown pass today. I know a lot of people are going to speculate. AJ was out. What a coincidence! And Jalen's throwing here and there. They're going to definitely try to keep pushing the trade narratives and things of that nature. The only thing that I can think of that would really hinder it, that might hinder it, is because the money is so bad as far as the dead cap hit if they were to trade AJ. And why would you trade AJ? Even if you got those, they played a good game against the fucking New York Giants, who really didn't have a good secondary. You know what I mean? You wouldn't trade a dog like AJ, especially with such a big cap hit on there that he would give you if you trade him off. So they can really close out those speculations. But it just goes to show that we do have a deep wide receiver core. They just need the opportunity to really do what they got to do. I mean, you trade for Mechie, you trade for you got all of Dotson, you got those boys on there, and they rarely get the ball. You got to start using them. You trade for Tank Bigsby. They finally got to use him besides on fucking kickoff returns, and he had a good fucking game. I mean, he was showing the burst. He was showing toughness. He was showing, like, I was looking at him. I was like, man, he kind of looked like he had a better burst than Saquon on some of them shits. And that's what I said. He's young. We barely played him. But I like the fact that we got him, because if it goes to the point where we don't have Saquon, I like him. Not saying he's Saquon, but he's a good backup more than I think about Will Shipley. So I definitely like Tank Bigsby back there as a potential backup more than Corey Dillon. He can get the fuck off my team. AJ, that's how bad I don't give a fuck. Corey Dillon, AJ Dillon, to get it, Dick Dillon ass out of here. But yeah, the defense played well. I didn't have to cuss at Keely Ringo today. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So that's always a good thing, and we did what we had to do. But more than likely, I think that the life just really got sucked out of them, especially with that Scatterbo injury. You know what I mean? Because that was one of their dogs. You know what I mean? And to lose a dog, especially like that, you know he ain't gonna be back this season with that leg like that, dog. That he gone. You know what I'm saying?
Scatterbo?
Yeah, Scatterbo. He's out of there with that. So, and that hurts. You know what I'm saying? That's the engine on your team, and you, like I said, you definitely hate to see that. They lost a lot of key pieces,
and they looked deflated after that. They
definitely
did.
Yeah, they definitely did. Their defensive line is not something to fuck with. Brian Burns is definitely on a trajectory to do his thing this year. I think he got like 10 sacks right now.
Yeah, he was leading until Myles Garrett happened today.
Yeah, Miles went on this thing, but you know, I'm just happy to see that we got that win, being 6-2 going into the bye, especially when we got a lot of problems and we're still 6-2. I think that's real. I mean, that's a good thing. Give them time to get some people back. We get Nolan back. We get Jacorian Bennett back. Brandon Graham will be back to be able to, you know what I'm saying, do his thing and boost them kids up. Cam Jurgens to get time to rest and get back. We'll get our center back because, again, we had backups on the line. So, yeah, man, I mean, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can add a couple of pieces on the defense. We definitely need a pass rusher. Even though the boys were getting home, I think we still need to add that pass rusher and possibly a corner. They don't have to be special. They just have to be better than Keely Ringo, and that's not saying much. But, yeah, just, I mean, they look good today. I really don't have no complaints from them today, honestly. They played a complete game.
Well, you can clearly, like you said earlier, that, you know, you wanted to see Jalen without AJ, and where he can just doesn't feel pressured to throw AJ the ball. He can just throw it to whoever he wants. If you look at AJ Brown's stats, you can clearly see that Jalen Hurts throws the ball to whoever the hell he wants. That's why.
No, I'm not saying it like that. You say that.
No, I know.
Stats, but it's because they don't really draw up shit for Jalen to really throw to AJ. When he throws it to him, it's a lot of forced passes that don't really get to him in the route tree that they have for him. So that's not really a Jalen to AJ thing. That it was a collective as far as for the play calling from the offensive coordinator and them getting on AJ. Yeah.
What I like to see was the fact that, you know, the Jalen Hurts haters always first thing they point to. Well, look at the team he has. Look at the team he has. Look at the team he has. Okay, so you take away a top 5 receiver and he's not number 5. I would say a top 3 receiver. And, you know, Devontae Smith, what he does is prove that he is worthy of a number 1, but he's a perfect number 2. Jahan Dotson on most teams is a number 2.
Tank Bigsby on a lot of teams as a starting running back. So, you say, look at the team around him, but when you take a couple of the best players off, you see Jalen Hurts still shows out. I was talking to my new friend yesterday at the church. I was saying, man, you got to put some respect on Jalen Hurts' name. The dude just wins. Well, it doesn't matter to him. He just wins. And I think the champs are fine. They're definitely sitting pretty in the NFC. Nobody in the conference has a winning record. And the Eagles are flying away, no pun intended, with that division, 6-2 record. So shout out to the champs. Next ass whipping today happened in Charlotte, North Carolina. The Carolina Panthers were undefeated at home. They've been on a winning streak. They were 4-3 coming into today's game. Definitely turning some heads because you look up and you say the Panthers are 4-3, really? But no Bryce Young today, unfortunately. Andy Dalton, who's had a respectable career, was starting today. The Buffalo Bills, coming off of a bye week, just beat the hell out the Panthers, 40-9. I don't know much to say about this. Oh, James Cook ran for over 200 yards today.
216 yards. That man went crazy.
And shame on me for not having one James Cook highlight on the highlight montage because he kicked ass today. What's your thoughts on this game?
Man, just a good team beating a bad team, bro. That's just what it is, bro. They got destroyed, dominated, and in every which way you can imagine.
It's a bad team, though. They were 4-3 coming into today.
Man, they a bad team, man. Come on, man. Panthers.
They better. Are they? You can say that they're better than you thought.
I'm put it as I'm not gonna call them a bad team. A middle of the pack team against a team that should be that's a playoff caliber, should go to be at the very end. And they handled their business. So I'm gonna put it that way, especially being as though they didn't have their starting quarterback. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. They did
what they had to do.
Did you think you would be saying this at the beginning of the season? Did you think that you would be saying this at the midseason point? Yeah, the Buffalo Bills had to win because they have to keep up with the New England Patriots. Did you think you'd be saying that?
Hell no.
Well, that's what it is. That's what it is. Bills improved to 5-2. Panthers dropped to 4-4. Next game that got comfortable. I won't call this an ass whipping, but it was a comfortable win for the Baltimore Ravens. And even better, Lamar Jackson did not play. I picked Chicago like most of us did once I found out that Lamar Jackson was not playing. But what it does is goes back to the question that I asked 2 weeks ago when I realized that Tyler Huntley was back on the Ravens roster. What the hell took you so long putting him in as the quarterback instead of Cooper Rush? Tyler Huntley is more equipped with that offense. The Chicago Bears had won 4 straight games. The Ravens absolutely had to win this game. They improved to 2-5. Will Lamar be back next week? I don't know. They have a stretch of games where the Ravens could make this very interesting, particularly if the Steelers lose tonight. But what are your thoughts on this game? 30-16, Ravens beat the Bears.
I know they were just happy to not have Cooper Rush as their quarterback and get Tyler Huntley back there, being able to, because he already fit that offense. He's showing that he can. So I don't understand why they would even go to get a Cooper Rush and make him the number 2 quarterback. That's just stupid in the first place. But Derrick Henry ain't fumbled. That was always a good thing. I mean, because he's usually somebody who's fumbling. Yeah, he definitely did his thing today on the ground. He's 71 rushing yards. I see that. It was a nice win. I really thought the Bears was going to win this one.
So did I.
Because the Ravens was just looking like they couldn't stop anybody on the defensive side, and they was actually smacking motherfuckers today. And it kind of gets you. I mean, it's so crazy because you automatically you're like, man, these boys can't stop the run. They can't do anything. They look soft. And then you get somebody like the Bears who actually got a good offensive-minded coach with the weapons that they have and good running back. You just like, man, they probably going to run all over them and do what they got to do, but they just couldn't. They just couldn't get it popping. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do anything until the fourth quarter. So I mean, they got to do better, man. On the other side, the Bears. I mean, you don't know what the hell going on over there. They had
won 4 straight games.
Yeah, but this is one that you should definitely win. You know what I'm saying? You got to win the ones that you're supposed to win in, and you got to beat a team who's down right now, and you come out there and keep showing everybody that you're on the trajectory up, and they just couldn't get it done, bro.
My biggest takeaway from this game was the defense and the fact that, yes, like you said it, offensive minded head coach. Chicago was healthy. They were full up on offense. They've been putting up points, and that was my biggest takeaway, because if the Ravens can just be a middle of the pack defense and Lamar comes back healthy with that offense, that changes everything in the AFC. If all the Ravens have to do is be a middle of the pack defense. And they played good today. So shout out to Baltimore. They go to 2-5. The next team that absolutely had to have a win today came in Houston, Texas. Pause. The Houston Texans defeated the San Francisco 49ers 26-15 in a game where Houston just played ball control on them. We picked the 49ers to win this game. The Texans, in the first half of that game, the Texans had the ball for almost 25 minutes in the first half. It's a 30-minute half.
Yeah. That's tough.
San Francisco tried to make it tough late, but Houston did what they had to do. CJ Stroud gets the Texans' third win of the season. I mean, I don't know if you're catching the Colts, but be that as it may, a win is a win is a win. I mean, and let's be real. Right now, the Texans have to look at wild card scenarios because the Colts are starting to run away with shit. So good win for them. 49ers, is the injuries finally starting to catch up with them, because they just look slow today. They look slow. They couldn't get off the field on third down. They dropped to 5-3. What's your comments on this game?
Yeah, it's injury catching up with them because they don't have that depth behind them, and them boys have been putting so much on their shoulders because of the playmakers that they're missing, especially at the wide receiver position. And then you're putting everything on Christian. You know, when you put too much on Christian play, he's liable to go the fuck out of there too. So
that's true.
It's like, yeah, maybe it is too much for them. But like I said, they got a winning record right now. They still got the opportunity to make some changes to try to add to there to do what they got to do. But it's like, it's so weird because they got so many injuries and they don't really look like a good team, but yet they're winning. And it's so wild to try to judge them. And as far as the Texans, I mean, at the beginning, you know what I mean? You look at them and they're still like a middle of the pack team as well, but they kind of look like they were doing bad, and then all of a sudden they start playing good football as well too. So it is too late for the to catch the Colts. The Colts are looking like they're on their way. I mean, it's still a lot of football left, but I don't really, unless it's an epic collapse, you are right. They're definitely going to have to look at a wild card scenario if they're going to make it. But I mean, hopefully they do. Hopefully D'Amico can get them turned around and in the right on the right way, because everything is looking like it's wide open as far as for somebody to go ahead and take a spot of a team that's usually in the playoffs, because right now this football season is not looking like of late. You know what I'm saying? As one of those seasons where those guaranteed teams are going to make it. It's a lot of teams that you didn't expect to look good that's looking good right now. So it's wide open.
Definitely wide open. Right now, a season-saving win for the Houston Texans. So shout out to CJ Stroud, shout out to D'Amico Ryans, and that's who we play next week, actually. The next game is in New Orleans. The next ass whipping was in New Orleans, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, this was a workman-like ass whipping. Division game. The Bucs beat the Saints 23-3. Tampa Bay's offense was mediocre at best. You know, they had their defense is what really carried the day for them today. So 23-3. You hold the Saints to 3 points. Shaheed, who's a very good wide receiver, fumbled twice. And the Bucs, they build a 2-game lead in the NFC South. They are 6-2. Second place is the Panthers at 4-4. The Saints could very well end up being the number 1 overall pick, especially now that the Jets have won. Now they have 1 win. The Jets have 1 win. So what's your thoughts on the Bucs and the Saints?
Yeah, defense saved the day for the Buccaneers. Like I said, the offense wasn't looking too good, but I think they got like 2 defensive touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, the second defensive touchdown, I think they said Winfield, when he stretched the ball out, The ball was not yet crossed the plane, so they put it to 1 yard line. I think they scored on the next play.
Yeah, but basically 2 defensive touchdowns.
Basically,
they got
2
them
defensive
boys
touchdowns. Yeah.
Yeah, so the defense handled their business today against a team that's struggling, that don't know their way. They're 1-17, and it's I mean, not looking like nobody really expected anything from them. They might be big shoppers near the trade deadline to move some pieces.
They said they opened the trade in Shaheed. They said that earlier this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shaheed can run. He's a burner. He can take the top off the defense.
Yeah, absolutely. You think they gonna give up Olave?
I think they didn't say anything about Olave. They said Shaheed.
So
but
I've been hearing a lot of buzz about Olave too. But
Shaheed, but they both can take the top off of a defense.
Yeah, they can definitely. So I mean, just a regular ass game, 23-3 divisional game. It needed to be. You already knew that Tampa Bay was going to take this. I didn't expect it to be like this. This is one that should have been. I ain't gonna say it should have been a blowout because
these are big rivals.
Yeah. So yeah, good game, good defensive game.
Yeah,
nice finish.
All right, next ass whipping happened in Indianapolis. Now I'm not going to go totally off the rip because the Tennessee Titans are horrible. They may be the worst team in football.
Absolutely.
And I can say that now that the Jets have finally won a game. If you put the Jets versus the Titans, I'm picking the Jets to win the game.
Absolutely. I've never picked the Titans.
Exactly. And they got smoked today by the Colts. The Colts did what they were supposed to do. Won again. Remember, when a 6-1 team plays a 1-6 team, gee, you got an ass whooping. It wasn't close. But like this close, I'm telling you, bro, the NFL looked at the NBA shit. They said, nah.
We gonna hold off this week.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
We gonna hold off this week.
You ain't seen a day like this in a long time, where literally it was only one score game all day. All day. Daniel Jones is going to make his case for the MVP. 21-29, 272, 3 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor should really be making his case for MVP. 12 carries, only 12 carries. 153 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaged 12.8 yards a carry. So you might as well say he averaged 13 yards a carry. That's great. But again, Tennessee is horrible. So the Colts did what they were supposed to do. They are 7-1, best record in the NFL, and they look like, I mean, if you take away that boneheaded reach out for nothing by the wide receiver against the Rams, and the Colts could be 8-0. So, but I think the Colts, because this is the only reason why niggas will say they need to keep seeing it to believe it, is because of who their quarterback is. That is it.
My thing about it is that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, ever since Andrew Luck retired, the Colts have always had a good roster. They were trying to get old, used up, recycled quarterbacks. Phillip Rivers, Ryan. Carson Wentz was still relatively young when he went there. That didn't work. Eventually, you had no other choice. You said Gardner Minshew. You draft Richardson. That has not worked. It is over. Even though his
it's over for that nigga
injury, either he could stay in Indy and change positions, or enjoy the backup quarterback life, or he gonna have to look for somewhere else. Because the Colts, it was announced this week that they're looking to sign Daniel Jones long term. I don't blame them. The Colts, they look great right now, but people are still not gonna be convinced until you have to see it to believe it. Now, as a Denver Bronco fan, I'm going to say this. They robbed us when we played them. We had them niggas beat fucking referees. But it is what it is. I'm not going to take away nothing that the Colts have done. They've been great. Mark this on your calendar, folks. November 23rd, Indianapolis Colts at Kansas City. Put that on your calendar. Now, go ahead. What were you saying?
Nah, I was just saying, that's regular season shit. We got to see what it's going to be like in the playoffs. I think the playoffs change it up for anybody, but you got to get there first. And they're doing what they're beating everybody in their path right now that they got to do. So I mean, Daniel's looking good. Daniel ain't had that line that he got right there with the Colts in New York. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so I guess when you feel a little bit more comfortable with what you got, and Michael Pittman is a beast too, though. You know what I'm saying? That man is a beast.
Yes.
They have some beasts out there too, but yeah, man, they look good. Jonathan Taylor, like you said, when you got a running back like that too, you know.
Saquon Barkley said this at the beginning of the season, right before the season started, when they asked him, when he got to Philadelphia last season, Saquon Barkley said this. They asked him about Daniel Jones. They were expecting him to trash Daniel Jones. He said, no, Daniel Jones is actually really good. He said, if you give him a decent offensive line, which can turn into a decent running game, i.e. me, and he's a really good quarterback. Well, he's got a decent offensive line. He's got a damn good offensive line. And Jonathan Taylor right now is the best running back in football. So he looks really good.
Yes, sir.
And the final ass whipping of the day came in Denver, Colorado.
Colorado.
I will take the floor on this one, my boy.
Sure thing, sir.
This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna look in this camera right here, Jameis Winston style. This is to all you bastards in mainstream media land who just I can't even keep a straight face, bro. Because they actually took that Cowboys victory last week over Washington team that ain't have none of their skill position players, and their defense is a fucking double ARP unit because they old as fuck. They actually took that victory and them niggas ran with it and said, oh, I think they're going to beat Denver. Denver, yeah, they put up 33 points in the fourth quarter against the Giants, but they've had a couple of games where they haven't played ball until the fourth quarter against Philadelphia and against the New York Giants. Granted, I didn't even disagree with that. But the goddamn disrespect. They were coming to this game wasn't in Dallas. This game was in Denver. And I watched NFL Countdown, and all them niggas picked Dallas to win except for Teddy Bruschi. Except for Teddy Bruschi. Teddy Bruschi said, nah, the defense gave up 32 points to a rookie last week. They're going to be mad when they come out. And I said, I was just saying it because my boy Eddie was over here, who's a Cowboys fan. I said, I was just watching these pictures. I said, I hope my niggas is watching. I said, I said, I hope my niggas is watching. Sean, in an NFL where, you know, comebacks in the fourth quarter have been very common. You just said the Jets scored 23 points in the fourth quarter to beat the Bengals. We scored 33 points last week to beat the Giants. The Dallas Cowboys waved the white flag. It was 37-17, and they took Dak out the game.
Hey, I did see Milton in that motherfucker.
Joe Milton scored their last touchdown when it was 44-17, by the way. They didn't want no more of this hot fire. Boy, we beat the dog shit. You stupid motherfuckers actually had the nerve after you beat a underachieving Commander team to think that you was going to come in the Mile High Stadium against the best defense in the NFL. I don't give a fuck about George Pickens and CeeDee fucking Lamb. And that's the way they tried to, at the beginning of the game, before kickoff, they had a quartet box up there showing CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens and Patrick Surtain and Riley Moss, saying how Riley Moss was the weakest link. And I truly believe that. But boy, White Chocolate had him a game today. Riley Moss did what I had been saying the entire season. It's not that the only person that I've seen outright beat him this season is Devontae Smith. It's not that he can't keep up with him. It's just he didn't have the sense or wherewithal to just turn around and look for the ball. That's why he gets so many PI penalties. That wasn't a problem today. And they had that motherfucker on Pickens. They had him on CD. Nigga, the only touchdowns came from Javonte Williams.
our former running back. And each time he scored a touchdown is when we was already up double digits. We did exactly what we needed. This is the game I wanted to see. This is the type of performance I wanted to see. And the only reason why I'm making a big deal out of this, because Dallas ain't a good team, bro. Dallas is not a good team. This the only reason why I'm making a big deal out of this is because, one, I was so humble this week. I didn't open my fucking mouth. Now, there were people who came at me like, we're going to kick y'all ass this weekend. I was like, okay. I was like, all right. That's all I was saying was, okie dokie. All right. I was like, bro, if we start off slow like we did against the Giants, y'all will win. And they was just trying to rub it in. That's why I'm making a big deal out of this. They was trying to rub it in. Like, y'all saw what we did to the Commanders. I was like, oh, y'all are really trying to push a button right now. Y'all trying to trigger me. I was like, okay. And we beat the fucking dog shit out of you, son. We did what we were supposed to do. In our retrospect, we did what we were supposed to do because y'all suck. This is what the Dallas Cowboys are.
Really? Really?
Okay.
That shit sounded wet.
Once, the Dallas Cowboys, and Jim Nantz said this on the telecast. He said, golly, the last time the Dallas Cowboys beat the Denver Broncos was 1995. And the thing is, we gave y'all a ray of confidence because we wore the uniforms that we had the last time y'all beat us, and we kicked the living shit out of you like we always do. Again, this is Dak Prescott's third time playing the Denver Broncos, and each time the games have not been close. I have a gang of people who really don't want to see me tomorrow. But guess what? See your motherfucking asses tomorrow because you can motherfucking hear it from me. You sorry son of bitches. You suck. You ain't no playoff team. Your defense is garbage. Your offense only looks good against half-ass defense. And guess what? That ain't my squad. And let's go. Boom! All right, your thoughts on it.
Hey, I can't follow wet farts, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna give you that one. Yeah, man. Y'all definitely. I kind of thought, you know what I'm saying, that like I said, that it would have been a better game like that. I thought it was gonna be good for y'all to see that offense against y'all defense, being as though y'all defense was. I thought it was almost a little sad scene when Pat got hurt at the beginning of the game. I was like, whoa.
I was worried, boy. I was worried.
I know you were. When I seen him down in the end zone, I was like, oh, buddy. They definitely don't want that.
But he only missed one play.
Yeah, that's what I say. He came back. I was like, "Ooh, could that save that? Because that definitely could have changed the trajectory of that game." But yeah, Dallas ain't do too much like we always knew they would be. Y'all handled y'all business against them, and I can't even laugh. I can't even laugh at the Cowboys right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do it for you. Go ahead and finish, Sean. Go ahead and finish.
I ain't heard the Cowboys nigga say shit to me this year, so whatever. Because they ain't did nothing, you know what I'm saying? It ain't too much you can really say, you know what I mean? Your team is ass, you ain't won the Super Bowl, and we literally won one last year on you, but you can keep coming up with them, how many you got shit, but when was the last time you experienced anything? That's all they got to fall back on. And we just keep catching up to them. They gonna say that until we got the same amount. They go, what they gonna do? They ain't gonna ever see one more again, dog, with that organization until Jerry get gone from here and give up that thing. So I like to see they tears to keep catching them L's, man, and kick them while they down. I know a lot of people go kick them while they're down. It's beautiful. Keep kicking them. Nice that they lost. Nice that we beat the Giants. I'm just, like I said, when we just hoping the Kansas City do their thing, and like we're gonna keep running away. We might break that curse of back-to-back division winners. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Now, before I go on, Dallas Cowboy fans, I want y'all to listen to this. Y'all was talking shit to me, right?
Ain't another motherfucking word, and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
What'd he say?
Say another motherfucking word, and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
And these niggas kept talking. So guess what?
Shut the fuck, shut. Did I say, no? Oh, shit. Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else, nigga. Shut the fuck, shut. Did I say, no? Oh, shit. Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else, nigga.
And I guarantee, and after that ass whooping we put on today, this is the only thing that we're gonna hear from Cowboy fans. Hey, Cowboys, thought you was gonna win in Denver, huh? And I am not a sore winner, except for when it comes to y'all. Because I hate your team. And I hate saying that on a Sunday. No, I don't. Not about y'all. Not about y'all. Yeah, that's right. You can call me childish all you want to. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Because I tried, Sean, I promise you that I was trying to be humble this week because we beat the Giants. Yeah, we beat the Eagles. But in the manner, we beat the Jets. But in the manner of which we won those games was not satisfying to me. This is the game that I wanted to see. And they saved that ass whipping for the perfect team, for the perfect fan base who came in here on their high horse after beating the sorry motherfucking Commanders, the DC dick itch. Y'all came in here on the high after y'all beat them niggas. With the big ass W on their helmet that doesn't stand for Washington, it stands for worse. That's what the hell it stands for. Okay.
Wash,
nigga. That's what it stands for. Take the E10 out of Washington. Just wash. Okay. And y'all came in here with your bitch ass chest out talking about some we them boys. That's right. Y'all are them boys because you ran into a team full of men. You sorry motherfuckers, you. You bitch ass franchise, you. Sit back for the next 30 years before y'all come close to winning shit, you bastards. And to the pastor's son who was on here listening to me, who I just befriended yesterday, I told you I got a potty mouth. I gave you a disclaimer before you watch the podcast. And I told you yesterday, in the spirit of the Lord, I don't like the Cowboys, period. Okay, so, and that's your team. Amen. Now, the Denver Broncos improved to 6-2. They have won 5 straight games, and we own the NFC East. Now, the next game we play is next week against Houston Texans, who are coming off of a win. Dallas falls to 3-4. All right. That was the last ass whooping of the day. Did I drop the mic on that one? Did I drop the mic?
Damn, I was with you until you say you own the NFC East. I mean, you beat us. You beat y'all beat us. Y'all beat us.
We 3-0 against.
I got you. Okay.
Hey, look, record. We got that same record, 6-2, sitting. Well, I can't say we sitting pretty because the Chargers are right there at 5-3, and everybody still think the Chiefs are going to win the division. So we're going to have to keep doing our thing because nobody's going. It's like the Colts. People believe in our defense. People believe that we are a playoff team, but nobody thinks that we're going to win the division because Kansas City is supposed to be back. So we see them in a couple weeks. But I'll enjoy this victory. We 6-2, and we got the ass. This was the game I was looking for. This was the game that I was looking for. Oh, my brother. So did you ever catch any of that Versus?
I went to go watch it on YouTube, but it's like, man, you know me, nigga. Like, I watch that shit and I'm like, man, how I watch this shit when I don't see Mystical? How I watch this shit when I don't see Wayne? But they really couldn't get Wayne because it would have been a fair fight, to be honest with you. But
you said if they had Wayne, it wouldn't have been a fair fight?
No, it wouldn't have been a fair fight.
I disagree, but I disagree. But go ahead and finish. I'll tell you why.
How do you disagree with that? Who on No Limit can fuck with Wayne?
It's not even about who can fuck with Wayne from a lyrical standpoint. I'm talking about as far as the show. As far as
I mean, as far as the show, yeah, because you got nostalgia and shit like that. But Wayne can really pull out a whole fucking catalog and really fuck up the whole situation.
I can dig that.
You know what I mean?
No, I feel you. But see, the thing is that Wayne has a great catalog, but when it comes to putting on a show, and even if Wayne had been there, Wayne wouldn't have been the biggest star there, because when No Limit brought out Snoop for their last track, and Snoop absolutely murdered that
man, shit. Fuck Snoop and No Limit, nigga. That's the worst thing.
Whoa.
Snoop was the worst addition to goddamn No Limit.
But you said fuck Snoop with No Limit, bro. You the one who put me on the No Limit.
No. I said fuck Snoop with No Limit. Like when he was with No Limit. Like I don't even fuck with Snoop with No Limit. He didn't fit them niggas, dog.
It was one track that you did fuck with, and that's the track that they did.
I guess.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. I ain't get that far.
Down for my niggas.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, of course. That's the only fucking joint he did. But I ain't even like his verse in there.
Check this out. Just check this out.
I don't want to see him.
I'm not showing you the verses.
Why No Limit just destroy Cash Money?
The hatred.
Lord child.
Must be energy.
Lord child. Cash Money, you needed Lil Wayne. Y'all needed Lil Wayne because No Limit just destroyed y'all. Percy, Lil Romeo, Mac, Mia X, Silk the Shaka, Offbeat Ass. Y'all lucky they ain't have Mystical. Y'all so lucky they ain't have no Mystical, bro. Lord child. And then y'all try to play the Lil Wayne a Millie at the end. What happened? Where's Lil Wayne? Where's Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne, forget the Super Bowl. This what you was supposed to be on. This the stage you supposed to be on right here. Forget the Super Bowl game. This is Super Bowl. And look, then they brought Snoop out at the end. Lord, it just get musty at the highest level. Snoop Dogg came out at the end. Cash Money, y'all got washed.
Lord. Musty energy.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, bro. And I've watched, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I've watched this bitch about.
What's up? Greetings, Redhead.
I've watched this joint. I've watched the verses at least about 4 times, and wanted for No Limit, to be honest with you. Again, and I wasn't anti-Cash Money. Remember that's how I was when I was younger. I've embraced all of the Cash Money classics and stuff. So I was jamming the whole night. I was loving it. And it's not. And again, it's not that I was anti-Cash Money. I was not. I was jumping and bouncing to their songs too. Especially when Juvenile did Set It Off. And Juvenile was amazing. Juvenile was on the wrong side of the stage because Juvie came out there and performed. The problem was when Master P and he was deep with niggas. And they was coordinated. You know, they were prepared. They all was rocking the fatigues. They all was bouncing on the stage, every last one of them. And you had No Limit's roster versus Juvenile, really, because that's what a lot of niggas on the streets is saying. It was No Limit versus Juvenile. Versus Juvenile, BG, Manny Fresh, and Birdman. And the thing is, the celebration of the music, of the down south music, was wonderful. Yeah. Everybody showed respect to each other except Birdman. The only person who acted like an ignorant nigga was Birdman.
What'd he do?
When it was over with and everybody was giving everybody their flowers, and everybody was being real classy. Manny Fresh gives Birdman the mic, and bro, I hope he never do that again. Manny Fresh gives Birdman the mic, and he's like, when I was a youngin', I started this. I met Manny, I met Blood, I met Juvie, I met Wayne, I met he said I met Turk. No, he said I met Turk and fuck you, you little bitch. He straight up trash Turk. And you can see, like, I'm gonna show you that shit because you need to see Mia X's reaction and Juvenile's reaction. Like, Juvenile didn't like that shit at all, bro. And for whatever reason, like, Birdman do not fuck with P. He does not like Master P. He does not. And P kept that shit classy. And like I said, and you could tell, and if you watch the shit, you can tell that the Cash Money niggas really do fuck with the No Limit niggas because they was dancing to the No Limit songs more than they was dancing to the No Limit songs more than their own shit. And Birdman just had first of all, he was lit out of his fucking mind. And if you watch the verses, the song selections, because this, like, it wasn't KLC versus Manny Fresh, because if that's the case, we all know Manny Fresh would win that hands down with the beats. But it's the song selections. It was the way No Limit countered every fucking song that Cash Money played. Like, for one, this is where first place Cash Money fucked up at, is they went first. Manny Fresh was coming out being a little cocky, and they went first. And they Juvenile came out and did 400 Degrees, and he killed it. But then after that, KLC said, "Oh, you think it's a motherfucking game?" And all you heard was ba 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 da 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 da, and the whole tank came out that bitch.
I did see them come out with the whole goddamn No Limit, Mercedes, and all the motherfuckers. But that's the thing about P and them. P and them were more like a family, and he looked out for the whole goddamn New Orleans nigga. He had everybody with him. You remember back in the day, you was like, man, what the fuck, man? P had like 30 CDs of people that you ain't never seen in No Limit, but they was part of that motherfucking dog, and they had a whole album, dog. P had his people, but and you ain't never really heard too much bad things about P, but you always heard bad shit about Birdman and his people and them trying to leave him. So I mean, just in that aura, having that kind of energy around you and people that you fuck with around you, can kind of tell you couldn't fuck with that anyway.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He really did, yo. Like, you could tell. And when I tell you, if you was a No Limit artist and you was alive or free, you know, because, you know, a lot of artists was dead, you know, like I said, and that's the thing is BG was shouting out. He was like, R.I.P. Soulja Slim, R.I.P. Magic, R.I.P. Skullduggery, Free Steve Murder. He was saying, you know what I'm saying? He was saying all of that. And Birdman was just like, Birdman was on some, if you ain't with Cash Money, then fuck you, nigga. Everybody was like, what? Everybody was like, huh? Everybody was like, what? Like, did you really? I'm trying to find that shit quick so I can show that shit to you, because like I said, I'm not trying to sneak in tracks, no. But goddamn, Birdman came really, he was really out of pocket. P left because Manny Fresh was trying to say, P, what's up? What you got to say? P walked the fuck out, bro. It was Silk who ended up. It was Silk who ended up giving up the you know, saying giving the flowers and shit like that. I found a version of it, not the version, but it's okay. It'll work because Birdman was so fucking out of pocket. He was. Birdman was out of pocket as a bitch.
I had started this shit young. I was a young man trying to get some money and not be in the streets. And I met BG, I met Wayne, I met Juvie, I met Turk. Shout out to Turk, you little bitch. You ain't here, but you. We gonna fuck with you when we won't hit with you. You heard me?
See Mia X face in the back? Look at Mia X face in the back when he say that shit. Mia X is standing right behind him because look at her face, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, nigga, what?
With you when we won't hit with you. You heard me? Don't go on the screen. We gonna fuck with that bitch. We won't mess with it. But that's another movie. But ain't no, Cash Money. When one died, I ain't gonna say died, but we lost a lot of soldiers. But Cash Money ain't built on you leave.
And if you could have just been Juvenile face when he said that.
Let's go.
So
Cash Money ain't gonna never die. As long as I'm alive, hold on, fresh. Long as I'm alive, Cash Money ain't gonna never die. Shout out to my NBA young boy, NBA rich gang, who don't like it. We with all the bullshit. If you ain't with us, you P-Way.
What's wrong with that nigga, dog?
Exactly.
Like, who out here
bro.
trying to get you, nigga?
Exactly.
What
Like,
you talking about?
nobody is out here trying to beef. This was a celebration of the fucking art, dirty South. You know, the influence that New Orleans had in the fucking hip hop community. And this nigga come out and do that. Like the whole joint, like I said, nobody is sitting here disagreeing, saying that No Limit won. Like anybody who was rooting for No Limit was like, oh yeah, No Limit took that easy. If you was rooting for Cash Money, niggas are saying it was a tie. Nobody really lost, you know. But all the love that everybody showed each other, that was undeniable, except for motherfucker, except for Birdman. Now check this out. I ain't know.
Damn it.
Man, I'm about to be out.
All right, check this a little bit out. I got you.
Better, bro. I knew better. Yo, I knew better. I knew better. I freaking. It was an hour. Or it was an hour in. They had so much in their bag. I knew better. We Are Deciphered went live. It was Jalopy, it was Ville. The Ville, We Are Deciphered. Jalopy, fuck Justice League, the Avengers. They went live. And I prematurely went in the comments. I was like, Cash Money all day. I don't know what fixed my fingers to even put that in there. We Are Deciphered. Please don't just delete that somehow. I don't want that to pop up in the live. If the live is still there, you're going to see my dumbass comment. When I said it, I got up out of there, y'all. As soon as I freaking said that dumbass comment, I got up out of there. So I'm sorry if I missed anybody that said, yo, shout out Koala. Yo, Koala, what's up? I said, Cash Money all day. And I got up out of there. And I knew better. I knew better. I fucking knew better. They destroyed y'all. They destroyed y'all. Chopper style, chopper style. They had people lying. People was freaking lying in the audience. People just there just lying. People just there just lying. The whole crowd said, ah, at their mama crib. The whole house, the whole stadium, whatever it was at. The whole place would say, ah, the men, the women, you an independent man, say, ah, you out your own house, get your own car, say, ah, everybody say, ah, got them on the bus. Everybody was just out there having a good old time lying. Chopper style, chopper style, I know better. I knew better. Look at what BG was.
Look at BG.
BG, get you happy-go-lucky looking motherfucker. BG, what side are you on? I'm not trying to hear none of that I'm not trying to hear none of that friendly competition BS. BG, you was having a good old time out there. You was having a better time singing No Limit music in your own song. You was dancing better to No Limit music than your own damn material, BG. Huh? It should have said BG and then No Limit at the bottom. You know how they had to freaking caption BG, Cash Money. No, BG and No Limit at the bottom. It was Juvenile versus No Limit. And it was no help for Juvenile. Juvenile, you was by yourself. Cash Money, my childhood, I grew up and I just didn't realize. Maybe I did realized, but it was like, damn, Juvenile, you are everything. You was everything before Wayne. Juvie was everything before Wayne. Every time the crowd went crazy was to a Juvie song. Anybody else that was rapping was trash. Manny Fresh, trash. Freaking BG, trash. Birdman, you was in slow motion all day, Birdman. You was in slow-mo all day. You was going negative 2 times speed. You was going back point, whatever how you go, you can reverse the freaking negative 2 times speed. Huh? This dude, Birdman, had no energy. Everything he did was just, all right, watch. I think I'm lying. Okay. What you need? I need a hot girl. What you want? I need a hot girl. What you need? Need a hot girl. All the way through the verses. All the way through the verses, Birdman is in slow motion. Slow motion. Everybody get your money. This man getting hit slow on. Everybody get your roll on. See him, but look at this, bro. After our show. You're not even there, bro. You're not even there. He's not even there, bro.
The only thing you got was you got Tamar Braxton coming and twerking to back that ass up. But the thing about it is that, like I said, song selection was everything. They did Back That Ass Up as their final song, but that was such a poor time to do it. It was, the matter was said and done, that them doing Back That Ass Up had literally no effect. It had no effect on nothing. They should have did Back That Ass Up after Chopper style, because Chopper lit that bitch on fire. Instead, they followed up Chopper style with a Millie, and Lil Wayne wasn't even there. So I'm like, what are y'all doing? They followed up Chopper style, who came and performed the shit out of that joint. They followed up with a Millie, and Wayne wasn't there. Niggas was just standing on the stage looking crazy. And then after that, No Limit closes the show. Well, their final song was Down for My Niggas. Snoop was there. They cut Snoop's mic, they cut the beat off in the middle of Snoop's verse, and Snoop finished that shit a cappella. That was game, set, match. But I know you said you about to roll out, bro.
Yeah, fucking Snoop Dogg. Fuck that nigga. I just playing. No, fuck him. Fuck him with No Limit.
Hey man, but Snoop was a big ass part of No Limit. His first album with No Limit, I'll say, yeah, you know, he wasn't built for. He was trying to rap like a down south rapper. His first album with No Limit. Yeah. But the other two, No Limit, Top Dog, the one with Down for My Niggas, and then the third one with Lay Low and S and Double O-P-D-O double Jizzit, like that was Snoop. And that was his last album with No Limit. And No Limit didn't even go deep into their catalog, bro. They didn't even go deep into their catalog. Like, they didn't do like the only twerk song they did was Chopper. They didn't do Wobble Wobble. They didn't do it. Mac was there. They didn't do Wobble Wobble. They didn't do Rocket. They ain't even do Hootie Hoo. And they didn't have to. Again, the stage presence was everything, bro. They put on a show. That's the difference. I mean, like Cash Money songs they did was great. They did their classics. But yeah, I mean, if Wayne was there, okay, yeah, you could have did a couple of more jumps. But again, as far as the show aspect, the stage presence, Mia X showed out. You know, Silk showed out. When Young Bleed came on there and hit How You Do That there, that nigga was up bouncing and shit like that. They showed out, bro. They was a unified. They were organized. They were ready. They were ready.
Yeah.
They were ready.
Like I said, Mystical wasn't there, so I ain't really give a fuck.
Yeah, man. If Mystical was there, because everybody's saying, well, Wayne and Turk won't there, and I'm just saying, okay, well, Mystical and C Murder won't there. Because if Mystical was there, that offsets anything Cash Money got, because Mystical come with that energy. But yeah, man.
I'm gonna finish showing this video, but I know you about to get out of here. This was a hell of a weekend for me, boy.
I bet.
Boy, the tank
my boy.
you, and we kicked Dallas's ass. All right,
For
bro.
sure. All right, bro. Take your time, man.
I'm gonna see you on Tuesday.
All right, my boy.
All right. Now I'm gonna finish up this video because my boy on here was funny. Shout out to this page right here. My boy was funny.
I freaking knew better. And Juvenile, the only one that had the energy. Juvenile, the only one had the energy. Manny Fresh had no energy. BG is dancing to everything that No Limit is doing, and Birdman is out there. Slow motion. Bro, I knew better. I knew better that anything that Birdman is connected to is taking L's. I knew better. I freaking knew better. And I'm just looking how slow it's yo, y'all think I'm playing everything that Birdman was doing. Why is he on stage? Just tell me why he on stage. Is he just Juvenile, I'm sorry you had to be a part of this, Juvie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to be a part of this lackluster performance. Just zero energy. Zero energy. BG used all his energy for No Limit. Birdman has no energy. Birdman and Master P are the same age. They the same age, y'all. And here go Master P. They the same age. This dude, Master P, all freak. It's an hour in. Master P was just rocking, being the same age as Birdman. An hour in, hoodie on and all that. Hot. It's hot. Master P don't give a goddamn. No Limit Soldier. All day. Nah. Body and Cash Money. I'm not sorry. Body and Juvenile Records. Not Juvenile. You did your thing, Juvie. My bad, Juvie. Just separate yourself. You did your thing. You might have a career still. You probably can have a little career still away from Cash Money. Everybody else on Cash Money, let them just be that over there. All failures, Juvie. You still good. Juvie had the crowd turned as much as he could. Juvie can only do so much when it's one person versus a whole damn soldier unit, a whole damn clique. Do you see how BG is acting to Hot Girl? BG is doing this to Hot Girl, his shit. He doing this to Hot Girl. But the moment they up there playing freaking chopper style, chop, this dude motherfucker BG started having a good old time. Doing the most movement. Chopper style, chop, chopper style. BG, whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? You wanted to be a No Limit Soldier, bro.
Now, see, what my boy needs to understand is, that, this was a New Orleans thing. You heard me? This was a New Orleans thing, and BG and Chopper are actually friends. They've been friends for a long time, and people don't. I mean, a lot of people know, but probably at least No Limit diehards like myself, the people know, but maybe not a lot of people pay attention to, is that on Chopper's album, the album straight from the NO that has Chopper style on it, BG was on the track. BG, Chopper, and Master P did a song together. And this was back in 2003. So, I mean, I think what my boy is missing is that a lot of these guys are friends, man. These guys are friends, man. They grew up in the same street. The one person. Now, a lot of people said that, when they was coming up, the CEOs, Birdman and Master P, wasn't even trying to have no collabs back then. And I can believe that. But as time has gone by, you see the maturity level. You see the maturity level that comes with growth and evolution and time. Because all of these dudes, I mean, let's think about this. Let's think about this. BG did tracks with Chopper and Master P. This was in the early 2000s. BG was one of the executive producers to I'm About It Too. People don't know that. Lil Wayne and Master P, they got tracks. They did tracks in 2015. Juvenile was just on tour with No Limit. On the No Limit reunion tour, when they came to Norfolk, Juvenile was on tour with them. So it's like these dudes grew up together. The only person who wanted to act negative and shit and have a funky attitude was Birdman, bruh. Like, so when I hear him saying, what side are you on? It ain't really about what side you on. It's they grew up, BG and Chopper are cool. They tight. All of them used to roll together. Chopper, BG, Soulja Slim, Lil Wayne, they all used to roll together. But Birdman need to grow up. Birdman really need to grow up. Y'all check this out. No, there we go.
Bruh. Watching them try to perform and Wayne ain't there. It's different, bro, watching Wayne not be there. A big part of the group, a big part of the label, and he's not there. That was crazy. And as much as I thought it was positive no matter what happened, right? But what really cracked me up is Birdman at the end. I felt like Birdman was stressing over that microphone to P. Shout out Ayo, however you say your name. Shout out to you, man. Shout out Post, where you from? What city, states you from? Make sure y'all do that when y'all come up in here, man. But I felt like Baby just got something toward P where he just can never be cool with P. So when he got to talking about, I'm the first one with the diamonds, I'm the first one, he was really being serious. That was not a drop into the song. That shit was serious. Birdman was serious, nigga. And P knew he was serious. That's why when he went back to No Limit, P said, yup, you right. You was the first. I think Pay had to work this evening. If he is up, all he got to do is let me know he up. I'll send him the link to come up in here for sure. Shout out to Georgia, man. For sure, for sure. Yeah, man. He really don't like P. So now all that, when we used to hear the artists talk about, man, it really ain't no beef, but the politics from this side to the other side was just a thing that kept P and Birdman from dealing with each other. Man, I think it's more than that. I don't know I think P squashed whatever temperature that they got between each other way and well before Birdman will, bro. That nigga Birdman got up there and let P know, nigga, I was the first. Nigga, you ain't even get on first. But you let P know. Nigga, I had them diamonds first. I had this first. Well, P could have also responded in an ignorant manner, bro. He could have been like, nigga, well, I was the first nigga that made sure every artist on my label had cars and mansions. Because didn't Snoop Dogg stress that? Everybody on No Limit had a car, a mansion, and 2 guns. That mean everybody on No Limit was eating. When you flip the coin, everybody on Cash Money had an issue about their money when it came to Birdman. I don't know why Birdman don't like P, but that boy really don't like P. And P was just brushing it off, and I kind of got to salute P for that too, because it kind of was like how Gucci did Jeezy. Dissed him, and we all waited for the response to that. And that's when P said, yeah, but I'm from uptown too. And I was the first one to do something. And Bout It drop.
Oh, what? That was it.
To me, that was the nail in the coffin. They could have stopped verses right there. because it could have went left. But the fact that it didn't, and they kept it, you feel me? Yeah, P did right, man. Cause I'm saying like Birdman was pushing his buttons, bro. And we all watching this on a big platform.
You know, so I'm gonna get out of here in a few. Let me put my music hat on, my artist and performer hat on. First of all, I love the verses. Like, even though like I would have loved to see Wayne, I'd have loved to see Mystical. I wish both camps were full up. I wish Wayne and Turk was there. I wish Mystical and C Murder was there. But what we got who we got. And what we got was still a great night for hip hop. I wish it would have lasted longer. Like I said last night, I really wish it would have lasted longer. We got a great night for hip hop, though. A great night for down south rapping. I salute both camps. Definitely salute No Limit, because I grew up loving No Limit, man. I did. I grew up loving No Limit, and when I was a teenager, when I was in Holland Springs, I did not fuck with Cash Money because I was No Limit. You know, I picked a side. But you know, as I got older, you know, I started. As I got older, I started embracing it all, like because what made me start embracing Cash Money was the Carter. When I first heard the Carter, I was like, yeah, I can't deny this, you know. There was only a handful of songs before then from Cash Money that I rock with. Back That Ass Up, Bling Bling, Block Is Hot, and Set It Off. But once the Carter came out, I just started embracing it all. And so again, while I was rooting for No Limit, I wasn't anti-Cash Money during the verses. I was loving all of it. The kids came down and was like, "Why are you screaming?" I was like, "Look, I'm reminiscing. Leave me alone. Y'all go upstairs. Let me do me." You know, I'm serious. I was. So, but when it comes to performing, because I'm a professional musician, when it comes to performing, that was No Limit, hands down. You know, everybody was, and why I enjoyed last night so much is I had been saying for years that No Limit was better than Cash Money as far as in their heyday. Now, of course, Cash Money has been more successful through the test of time, but this versus was about a time period from about 1996 to 2003. Song for song, performer for performer, who was better? And it was a much needed celebration. There was a time period where you never thought you would see No Limit and Cash Money on the stage at the same time. I think they should go on tour together, personally. If they went on tour together and they came anywhere in the state of Virginia, I'm there. I ain't gonna shortchange myself because I regret not going to the No Limit reunion tour in 2022 when they was in Norfolk. I regret it because I wish I had went. I had the tickets right there lined up and I didn't purchase it, and I should have. But if No Limit and Cash Money was to go on tour together and they came anywhere in the state of Virginia, nigga, I'm there. I really think they should go on tour together. But when it comes to performance, No Limit put on a show. They were organized. They were prepared. And, you know, your diehard Cash Money fans are like, well, Nicki and Drake weren't there. This wasn't about Nicki and Drake. This was a New Orleans thing. You kept hearing each side say the entire night, this is a celebration of New Orleans music. Nicki and Drake had nothing to do with this. And there ain't no Drake songs that's going to get you turned the way I'm About It, the way Picture Me Rolling, the way that No Limit catalog. That ain't Drake. Drake would have called his lawyers again had he been on that on that verses and had to fuck with No Limit. The whole tank? No. So I had to hear for years. The only reason why I made that DJ Braveezy mix, No Limit versus Cash Money, almost 3 years ago, was because Calvin kept saying, man, Cash Money better, Cash Money better. I said, okay, I'm going to pull up Cash Money best songs and No Limit best songs. I'm going to make a versus joint and put it on YouTube. YouTube didn't block it. It's still there. Y'all can go listen to it. But last night did me so much joy because it validated what I have been saying for years. That in their heyday, when both of them were on top, both of them are iconic, legendary labels. And this was the first verses where it had label versus label. You had seen verses where you had individual artists versus individual artists, group versus group. But this is the first time you saw verses where it was this label against that label. And No Limit won. No Limit won, hands down. All of the music was great on both sides. And I love the brotherhood that was shown from everybody except Birdman. You know, and I salute BG. I salute Juvenile, who showed his ass. Juvenile was great. Juvenile was amazing. But you know who else was amazing? The whole No Limit squad was a Master P, kept that energy. Mia X was amazing. She showed the fuck out. Mama Mia did her thing. So did Silk the Shocker. So did Mac. So Chopper shut that bitch down with Chopper style. And Snoop left no doubt when he came on that bit. Boy, the Tank made me proud last night. Just like the Broncos made me proud that they beating them bitch-ass Cowboys. Yeah, I brought it back there. Yes, I did. The Tank made me proud last night, though. So again, I really would love to see those two labels have a tour together. And you know what? Well, see, goddamn, you can't do the damn tour without Birdman. but see, that's the difference where you can tell a leader from a control freak. Master P is a leader because any issues that was in that No Limit camp, it didn't matter. Any artist who was available from No Limit, who was able to be there, was there. They were there. Again, no Mystical, no C Murder. They're in jail. They couldn't come. Lil Wayne and Turk is scot-free. Turk was at a show. Turk said last night, he said No Limit beat their ass. He said, without me and Wayne, Turk came out and said No Limit won. Now, do I think Turk is a force multiplier? That would, if he had been there, it made that much of a difference? No, because of No Limit show that they put on. Now, Turk, but it would have added to more of the catalog, more cold verses, but the show that No Limit put on, that's the difference. They came out there ready. They came out there prepared. But I would love that. I mean, this is just me wishful thinking. I mean, hell, I wish the verses into existence for them too. So maybe I can wish a tour on there. I mean, because that'd be big money for everybody. Birdman just need to grow the fuck up. Bro, you trying to be a 56-year-old YN. Cut it out. Tamar Braxton come on stage and back that ass up, and she over dramatic as fuck too. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Cash Money took an L last night. But I mean, as far as the competition, the stage presence, the competition. But I mean, it was a W for the hip hop culture. It was a W for New Orleans. It was a W for down south music. It was a W for hip hop. I just wish the show had went on a little longer. That's why they need to go on tour. And they would rack up because 80s babies, niggas like me, would be right there. But anyway, let me get the hell up out of here. Oh, this was a wonderful weekend. It was. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Honestly, no joke. Thank you, Lord. Great weekend. So it's your boy, Brandon Bravon Towns. You know you guys will see me on Tuesday for the next Sports Plus Life episode. I'm out this bit. Peace. Denver Broncos. Master P and No Limit. We out of here.